watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Bradley Pacquiao, your prediction real quick.
I don't know, man. That's a toss-up, man.
Toss-up?
I don't know yet.
So that, well, you giving Bradley a better chance than everybody else in here.
If it go to this, then they're going to give it to Manny.
Okay. All right, so 50-50?
50-50.
All right, he said. Ross Thompson, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
What you been up to, man?
Man, I've been back home, training fighters, trying to get my thing with the training, but I look like I might have to come out here.
Yeah?
It's a little better out here,
So
I was living out here, I was doing my thing, fighting, but, back home, I was thinking I could go back home, get my people back right. I think it's better for me to come out here and try to train.
Hey, man, I gotta say, man, unfortunately, I gotta bring it up because when I think of your name, I think about this incident.
I know what you're about to get at.
The infamous incident.
Yeah.
You know what incident I'm talking about?
Vargas.
Man, why I think it was just me? Why did I think it was just me? I mean, what was your take on that?
Which one?
Fernando Vargas. Let me explain it to the fans. So you fought Fernando Vargas, and you were actually doing really good,
right.
Until he clipped you.
Right.
But then after he clipped you, he spit on you.
Yeah, see, that's what everybody said. But the thing is, he didn't. This what he did. He knocked me down. Then he had his mouthpiece in anyway. He can't spit. So that's what people always say. Well, he spit. I mean, he didn't. Really. Never was no spit on me. But he like spitting at me. So that's what he did. But the media made it like he spit on me. He never spit on me.
Yeah.
Because if he spit on me, then I probably. I might would have went to jail that night.
Yeah, but just the attempt.
But he knew that he couldn't probably. He probably was just like spitting at me just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he felt belittled what I did to him at the press conference when I smacked him. Man don't go smack another man.
You smacked him in the press conference?
Yeah, at the press conference, that's what started all that.
Okay, see, that I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't know. I just knew things got heated. I didn't know you smacked him.
Yeah, like at the press conference, me and him was a lot of animosity going into the fight. I knew how he was. I see, when he fought Raul Marquez, who was my amateur teammate, he disrespected him. He didn't show me the respect. We was the class of '92. They was the class of '96. I felt like they should respect our class. We came before them. We paved the way for them. So I knew how he was. Even when he fought Winky Wright. Once you come face to face with him, he's gonna try to do something. I'm not gonna let him do it to me first. So he walked up on me at the press conference. When he walked up on me, I hit him because I knew he was gonna hit me. So I hit him before everybody jumped in. If he hit me first, everybody gonna jump in. I ain't gonna be able to get him back. I got mine off. Everybody jumped in. He never can get his back. So he was real upset. There was a lot of animosity going into that fight. So when we fought, when he knocked me down, he had his emotions about what happened. So a lot of that.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up because I guess it's you can understand more. Not condoning him spitting on you, but you can understand more why he even attempted to do something like that. It wasn't just. I thought it was just fighting words, and he did that out of just straight fighting words. But I can understand that.
So there was a lot of bad animosity with that fight. It was real bad between them. And then the thing is, we actually years later we made up. We got cool, talking on Facebook and everything. But then we reignited the beef. And I even offered to fight him on a reality show. Come back and fight each other.
How did you guys reignite the beef?
So we had become friends on Facebook. We were friends. We actually talked to each other in the inbox a couple times. But I used to always know not to get on his posts because all his fans, he got his Mexican fans that hate me. So I used to always say, I'm never going to get on nothing his and say nothing. Then his fans going to say, that's that Ross Thompson. They hate me. Most of his big, deep fans. So, when, what's the kid name? From an auctioneer, 135, fought
Robert Garcia.
No.
Fought Pacquiao?
Fought Pacquiao.
Brandon Rios.
Yeah, Brandon Rios had fought somebody. He didn't make weight. So Vargas had a post up. He said, people don't understand how hard us guys have to go through to make weight, blah, blah, blah. So I just got on that post. I agreed. I said, I had problems making weight in a lot of fights. It was hard to make weight. So, I understand, blah, blah, blah. So, I commented. So all all his fans could see. So then his fans,
they all bombarded
They
you.
start saying, yeah, that's the guy that Fernando knocked out, blah, blah, blah. They was like going back and forth. But I wasn't feeding into it. I was just like, you know what, me and Fernando, we passed that, cool now. So I was just trying to take in the high road, you know. But then they just started talking about the topic of our fight. So they started going deep into it. You know, I was like, yeah, I had to lose like 25 pounds in the last 2 weeks for that fight. You know, I said, yeah, he won fair and square and everything. I had no excuses. But you know, I know I wasn't 100% when I fought him or whatever. And Vargas wasn't saying nothing on there. And then later on that night, he got on there and said something. You know? So then he was like, he was upset, I guess, because I said that I had to lose all that weight. So he was saying, oh, basically, oh, you saying it's an excuse for why I beat you? Because you had to lose all this weight. So he started getting personal. Oh, it's an eye for an eye. You know, I knocked you out, blah, blah, blah. You know, then I took offense to what he said, and we started going back and forth, you know, that's how I got ugly. But I offered to fight the man, like I told him at that time. I said, look, yeah, you won the fight, but I won the war. At the end of the day, I can speak good, I can walk around here good, still got my reflexes, I can still actually throw my hands in the ring, still got my speed and everything. I said, what you got? You washed up, you slow, you about punchy. I said, man, you can't even speak good, you know. So I said, let's get in the ring and do it again. He said, nah. Somebody offered, said they would put it on a type of reality show. And it'd be controversial anyway, and that's what sells. I said, yeah, I'm down to do it. He said he didn't want no part of it. So he didn't want to, so I still make the offer, put it out there. Vargas, let's do it again. While we both, hey, we can just do it like we is right now. We ain't gotta lose no weight. Ain't no weight class. Let's just get in the ring, see who still got it. Who's like I'm natural in this boxing game. So you know I can throw them hands still right now. I can throw a combination. I can get in the ring and fire somebody right now if I had to. Now I hold my own with anybody. You know, I can hold my own off the streets. I was always a natural fighter. You know, my boxing career was, you know, never trained like I should have, you know. So I always was an underachiever. You know, I reached the top as an amateur, you know, I reached the top as a pro, but I never got over that hump as a pro. You know, so that was what held me back, you know, but you know, it's life though. But you know, I was a natural fighter, you know, more than him, you know. So the thing is he know that's why he don't want to do it. You know, he's backing out. I tried it, promoted it on Facebook and everything, trying to get him to fight, but he wouldn't do it. And then he blocked me on Facebook. Yeah, he blocked me. So, you know.
How long ago was this?
And this was big, like 3 years ago, I say. About 3 years ago, you know. Yeah.
That's a hell of a story. You almost left all this out. I was about to stop recording a minute ago. You almost left all this out right here. That's an interesting story right there.
Yeah, man. You know, me and him got a real crazy history, you know, that goes on. That's why I said, I told the people, I said, look, we could put this on some kind of reality show and then we fight at the end. We build it up, and we fight at the end. You know, let's see what he can do, but he don't want to do it. He don't want to be backing out from this. So, but he claimed this and that. He claimed he beat me. He did what he did. Okay, well, let's do it again. He mad because, you know, like I said some things about his wife. It got real personal.
You said?
Yeah, me and his wife's Facebook friends. I used to talk to her.
You said some stuff about his wife.
Martha, you know. We was Facebook friends and everything. But then after we got into that beef, he made her block me and everything. So, you know, I can't get in touch with his wife no more. You know, he was upset about that I had contact with his wife. You know, so, you know, I'm not going to put her business out there. You know, I don't have to do all that. But there's a lot of stuff personal. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of personal stuff going on. I know that.
Wow, that's a hell of a mouthful, Ross Thompson. Yeah. So what I don't understand though is why you said Fernando Vargas fans, they hated you. I don't understand why would they still hate you. He ended up winning the fight.
Right, because the thing is, the way they looked at it, it was a rivalry.
Yeah.
It was hate. They didn't know that me and Fernando had actually squashed that. We was inboxing each other on Facebook. You know, we was cool. You know, we had, you know, we was like, actually though, at that fight, at the press conference, the post-fight press conference, I went over there and shook his hand. I said, you know, he won. You know, he's champion still. I shook his hand, gave him a hug, and I walked off. So that was the last word. But you know, the aftermath to all that anyway. You know, it was like my mom arguing with his mom at that press conference. My family was fighting his family. It was ugly. I don't know if you was there or at that press conference, but it wasn't like the nobody actually didn't see the fight actually happening. But it was a bad situation at the time. So it was a lot of rivalry. So, his fans.
That's a serious rivalry.
Right. I knew his fans hated me though. I knew his fans hated me. So his loyal fans, they hate me. He got fans who love me though. But he got his loyal fans, they hate me. Because they look at me as the guy who smacked him at the press conference, a lot of trash talk, and because I was, in the build up to the fight, the HBO people said that I sold the fight. So they said, Ross, you really sold this fight. So, I was calling, I said he was a bum. I said he couldn't fight worth shit. He was a basic fight. I was just saying a lot of stuff,
You said HBO said you did sell the
yeah,
fight.
That's what they were saying. They were saying that, first they were saying this might be a hard fight to sell because Ross kind of been an underachiever his whole career. But he finally got into a position to fight for the title. I had 3 losses. I had lost to James Page and Obakar. So they were just like, well, he's kind of coming up short at the highest level. So they was just like, Vargas probably gonna win. It should be a walkover. So it's kind of a hard fight to sell. That's what they were saying. But I knew I had the skills. Like the people who know me, like a lot of people in Vegas, like Roger Mayweather, who trained me. Roger, like Mike McCollum, guys like that, they know what I could do. A lot of people in the media, they didn't really know how much I could do. So a lot of the media people, they were saying, oh yeah, he'll beat Ross, because he just beat Ike Forte right before, and I had lost to Obakar 2-3 years before that. That was my last loss going into that fight, but I said, well, they just didn't know what I could do. My whole career was underachieving, pretty much was underachieving. I always look at myself as like the best fighter to never really win that title, because I could have been a fucking Hall of Famer, man. Like I look back, see when I was younger, ask Roger, he'll tell you, man, Ross just didn't train like he should have. Ross was a bad motherfucker. And Roger used to always say, Ross, you look better in the gym than you look in your fight. Because in the gym, I really was like doing my thing. I was looking real good. So a lot of people seen like Eddie Mustafa, people from back in the 90s when I was out here, living out here, they know, what I could have been. So a lot of people around here say, Ross, man, he could have been a fucking all-time great. He never really fulfilled his potential. And that's what it was with me, A lot of people just never seen me at my best.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like I was saying at the beginning, I think you actually won 1 or 2 of those rounds at the Vargas fight. It was actually a competitive fight.
They had me winning 2 of the 3 rounds. The fight was over in the 4th round, but 2 of the 3 judges had me winning the 2nd and 3rd round. All 3 judges gave me the 1st round. 2nd and 3rd, 2 of the 3 judges gave me the 2nd and 3rd. But that 4th, 2 of the 3 judges gave me the 1st and the 2nd. And I actually was winning that 3rd, but then that knockdown was at the end of the 3rd round. So they had it I think they had it 29-28 with the knockdowns though. Because they knocked me down like 3 times. So he knocked me down 2 in the 3rd round, and then he knocked me down again in the 4th round. But I was on my feet when they stopped it. But it was just my leg. My leg, it hit me on the temple. When Mike Tyson fought Trevor Burke, caught him on the temple. The legs though, I wasn't knocked out, I was good. It was the first time I ever been knocked down in my career when I got knocked down. And I jumped up I'm not hurt. But my leg said, oh. You know what I'm saying? I jumped up, but my leg said, oh no, go back down. It was rubbery. So, I was trying to get my leg, when they stopped that fight, I went to the ropes and I just covered up. And I was trying to get my legs back. And I wasn't going to go down again. I was just trying to cover up. The referee was throwing his little punch, hit my arm. They called it, they stopped the fight. So, it is what it is.
Man, like I said, once again, man, interesting, very informative story, man. A lot of people didn't know the behind the scenes.
Right.
All they knew was, like you said, the spit.
Right.
That's all people knew about was the spit.
Right.
So you broke that down, man. So I was going to also ask you, so what exactly, so what are you basically up to now? You said you're training kids now?
Yeah, right now, back home in Buffalo, man, training some fighters. It's so hard, the mentality, me living out here in Vegas all these years, now I'm kind of missing it because when I started training fighters in Buffalo, it's the mentality. A lot of the fighters out there, a lot of guys out there, boxing ain't really they full-time thing. It's like on the back burner. They say, oh, they gotta do this. They can't train like they want to do. And me coming up out here, I'm just used to fighters who boxing in their life. So when I trained at Top Rank Gym coming up in the 90s, I'm used to, boxing being life. Like these guys, training out there, it's hard. Then I got a couple gyms that kind of didn't go like I wanted it to go. Then then I got a gym with the city, the PAL, the Buffalo PAL, working for the Buffalo PAL, just politics. So they don't know the boxing game, so they kind of go by all this other stuff, like politics.
Yeah.
They try to make it more, instead of just saying, okay, let's see what Ross do as a coach. Judge me as a coach. What's up, Boza? Judge me as a coach, and judge me as a coach. Don't judge me as a interrupting. He photobombing our stuff, but don't judge me as. Just judge me what my performance as a coach. I took a kid. I was training little kids too. So I took a kid, 5 fights. He won a national silver glove. That's the highest tournament for kids under 16.
That's
right. I took him to win all the way to national silver gloves last year.
Nice.
He won the whole thing.
What's his name?
Keith Torres. He fought at 115 pounds. He's 12 years old.
That's impressive.
Yeah, he won the national silver glove. That's the top tournament for kids under 15, under 16 years old.
I'm doing a documentary on the whole Silver Glove. So
you're okay.
Interesting you brought that up. I just came back from Missouri.
Right. Yeah, last year we was there. My kid, he won the whole thing. They didn't give me no kind of. The city kind of didn't give him no news coverage or nothing. They gave him a little bit, but I just felt like they didn't appreciate me, the PAL company and all that. So then I end up leaving the PAL. Now, like right now, I don't even have a gym right now.
But you
I still got some fighters I'm training, but it's like I'm trying to get these guys to get in their head, but I can't make them do it. I can coach them all I want, but I can't make them do it. I can't make them go run. I can't make them be motivated. I could give them a game plan. I could teach them. I could show them things, but they gotta want it.
You gotta want it.
Right. So the mentality was really making me think maybe coming out here and making some moves. I was talking to Eddie. I was talking to a couple people out here. Maybe I talked to Mike just now too. Maybe I might come out here. Come back out here.
It might be a good move.
Shout out. When I lived out here, man, I just didn't like Vegas. Just didn't like desert life. I'm from the East Coast, so I'm used to trees, grass. Come out here, it's just a desert. You're surrounded by mountains.
Rocks and gravel instead of grass.
Right. So it was hard for me to live out here, but I said, well, if I can get an opportunity out here, I definitely will come back out here and work my way through the coaching ranks. Work my way up. I'm humble to know if I come out here, I work under somebody first. Then I work my way. It's like in the NFL, NBA, what they do.
Yeah,
start out as assistants, and then next thing they head coaches.
From the bottom
to the
top.
It's all about knowing what you're doing. It's hard to build a fighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a coach, it's frustrating. It really is.
All right,
you not the. They got to do it, not you. You got to give them the plan, but it's on them to do it.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. Hey, well, thanks for your time, man.
No doubt, man.
You want to say anything else to the fans? You want to give them your contact information, anything?
Yo, hit me up on Facebook, Ross Thompson. Anybody who want to train, guys who want to fight, I'm there. I'm here.
All right, thanks, man.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.